Hey, did you catch what went down at the Las Vegas GP? If not, don't worry, I've got all the details for you. This weekend was absolutely explosive for Ferrari. While the city sparkled with neon lights, what happened behind the scenes at the team was even more intense, and yes, very controversial. Let's start with the pre-race agreement. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz made a deal: no fighting on track. The idea was simple: avoid unnecessary risks to secure the best possible result for the team. Makes sense, right? But as the race unfolded, that plan went completely out the window. Here's the kicker: Carlos Sainz, who's already set to leave Ferrari at the end of the season, pulled off a decisive overtake on Leclerc early in the race. And he did it despite their agreement. Imagine the tension. Leclerc was absolutely furious, and he let it all out over team radio. His frustration was crystal clear, and we saw a side of him that's rare: angry, emotional, and ready to call out his teammate publicly. This isn't just about one move on track, it's about a relationship that's been wearing thin all season. What do you think? Was Sainz wrong to ignore the agreement, or was he right to seize the moment, especially since he's leaving Ferrari anyway? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your take on this one. Oh, and before we dive deeper, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Your subscription really helps us, and we're aiming for 1,000 subscribers. Help us get there, you're a big part of this journey. So, after that dramatic overtake by Sainz, you'd think Leclerc might try to brush it off and focus on the race, right? Nope. His frustration didn't just stay on the team radio, it followed him straight into the post-race interviews. And let me tell you, he wasn't holding back. When asked about the incident, Leclerc didn't mince words. "From now on, I will think only of myself," he said. You could feel the tension in his tone. This wasn't just about one race, it was a breaking point. Charles has always been a team player, the kind of guy who respects agreements and works towards the bigger picture. But after what happened in Las Vegas, it's clear his patience has run out. And honestly, can you blame him? With the championship already decided, Charles' focus is now laser-locked on securing second place in the standings. But that's not exactly an easy task. He's trailing Lando Norris by 21 points. Every race, every strategy, and yes, every teammate's move matters right now. For Charles, Sainz's overtake wasn't just a broken agreement, it was a direct blow to his own goals. Here's a question for you: do you think Leclerc's new approach, focusing solely on himself, is the right move? Or should he still try to balance his personal goals with Ferrari's? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, while you're at it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Every single subscriber counts as we work toward our goal of 1,000. It's super important to us, and by subscribing, you'll always stay in the loop with the latest F1 updates. So, what are you waiting for? Join the community. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about Charles' actual performance during the race. It started out looking pretty promising. He had a solid launch and was in a great position to attack. But as the laps went by, things started to fall apart, and fast. It all came down to a risky move early in the race. Charles went on the offensive, trying to overtake George Russell. It seemed like a bold play, but it ended up costing him dearly. The aggressive push put too much strain on his tires, and before he knew it, he was losing a whopping 3 seconds per lap. Can you imagine? That's like watching the race slip through your fingers one lap at a time. "I thought I had everything under control," Leclerc admitted after the race. "But suddenly, I started to lose 3 seconds per lap. It was crazy." He was clearly frustrated, but he also took responsibility for the miscalculation. It's tough because, in hindsight, it's easy to say he should have been more cautious. But in the heat of the moment, with so much on the line, you can see why he took the risk. What do you think? Should Leclerc have played it safe, or do you think his aggressive strategy was the right call, even if it didn't work out? Let's settle this one in the comments. I want to hear your perspective. And hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown of all the drama, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We're here for every twist and turn of the F1 season, and your support means everything. Let's hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone together. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture: Ferrari as a team. After everything that went down in Las Vegas, it's hard to ignore the cracks in their foundation. On one side, you've got Charles Leclerc, a driver hungry to secure second place in the championship and prove his Ferrari's future. On the other, Carlos Sainz, who's already packing his bags to leave the team at the end of the season. Here's the issue, this rivalry isn't just affecting them, it's affecting the entire team. Ferrari is in a tight battle with McLaren for the Constructors' Championship, and every point counts. But how do you expect a team to function when its drivers are working against each other? Sainz's decision to go rogue and ignore their pre-race agreement sent a clear message. He's focused on making the most of his remaining races, not on Ferrari's long-term goals. Leclerc, on the other hand, is stuck in a tricky spot. He's trying to balance his personal ambitions with what's best for the team. But after what happened in Vegas, it's clear his patience is running thin. If this tension continues, it could be disastrous, not just for the drivers, but for Ferrari's chances of beating McLaren. What do you think Ferrari should do? Should they back Leclerc completely or try to force Sainz to play along for the team's sake, even though he's leaving? Cast your vote in the comments. I'm curious to see where you stand on this. And don't forget, if you're loving these deep dives into F1's biggest stories, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and your support helps us bring you all the latest drama from the paddock. Let's make it happen together. Now that we've unraveled the drama, let's look ahead. Ferrari is facing one of its biggest challenges in recent years, not just on track, but within the team itself. The next few weeks will be critical in deciding whether they can overcome McLaren in the Constructors' Championship or let this internal division drag them down. But let's be real, it's not just about this season. What happens next will shape Ferrari's future. Will Leclerc emerge as the clear leader the team needs? Or could these frustrations push him to consider other opportunities, especially if the team can't provide the unity and performance he's looking for? And what about Sainz? How will his departure impact the team's dynamics moving forward? Here's where you come in. What's your take on Ferrari's future? Do you believe they can pull it together and finish the season strong? Or do you think this internal rivalry has already done too much damage? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you think. And here's a fun one. If you were Ferrari's team principal for a day, what would you do to fix the situation? Let's hear your strategies. Maybe we'll even feature some of your ideas in our next video. Before we wrap up, let me remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're bringing you the best F1 stories, controversies, and updates, and we're so close to hitting our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Join the community and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next. And with that, we've covered everything from the neon-lit chaos of Las Vegas to the big questions about Ferrari's future. Stick around for more exciting updates, and I'll see you in the next video.